Given that war in the Middle East is dominating the headlines, there are still lots of stories that are dropping but going relatively unnoticed. For example, this one. The UK Telegraph ran a story about a new study October 6th, headlined, "Trans women, i.e. men, taking hormones up to 95% more likely to suffer heart disease." The subheadline added, "Study found all transgender people taking gender-affirming hormones are at significantly increased risk from deadly conditions." The new study was published in the European Journal of Endocrinology, where for some odd reason, scientists in Europe are still allowed to question the tenets of trans faith, unlike those in Canada. Right, Justin? The researchers looked at the health records of 2,671 transgender folks from Denmark over a 5-year period. Their average ages were 22 for trans men and 26 for women relatively. They compared the incidence of cardiovascular disease with a control group of 26,700 people. The study revealed that all transgender people, regardless of the sex they were born with or the gender they were transitioning to, were at significantly increased risk from deadly conditions like heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure, and high blood fat and cholesterol levels. Trans women, i.e. men, taking estrogen were 93% more likely to have cardiovascular disease than biological men, and 73% more likely than biological women. Trans men, i.e. women, taking testosterone were 63% more likely to have some form of heart disease than biological women, and more than twice as likely than biological men. I know, you're shocked to learn that this is the opposite of what public health experts and trans activists have been assuring everybody of. That not only would taking an opposite sex hormone magically transform people's genders and their sense of happiness and well-being, but more importantly, that cross-sex hormones were totally 100% safe and effective. Now, this safe and effective part sounds eerily familiar. Now, add to that the fact that the same experts and activists are also telling everyone that, of course, taking these hormones is completely reversible as well. Obviously, this study can't be correct, right? After all, caring and well-intentioned public health experts are never wrong. Well, at least they'll never admit to it. I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. You can also follow me on my Rumble and my Locals account. If you haven't just subscribed to my channel, please do so. And I'm also at Twitter on Camera612. I put a link to the original story in the notes section. I've also put a link to the study as well. So please check them out, and I will see you next time.